let me ask you a couple of questions. One is, what had you decide to say yes to this? Because you had done other stuff with me before. So I wonder what about this program or promise was something that really like made you say yes?
Well, something about the belonging to a group that had a growth aspect, and had a great coach that would lead you through it, and being of growth mindset.
I was in a space of planning and I think kind of feeling stuck with, and not necessarily with my plans, but I had too many ideas. And so it wasn't like I was stuck trying to come up with what to do. I was stuck trying to decide what was most important in the order of things. And there was something about the way that you phrased things. I think, I know you sent me a personal, here's what I'm doing message. But it was also in your other emails, was the way you phrased things. It made me feel like, oh, this is exactly what I need. I need, and the specific word was discernment. I need to discern. I need to, spend this time trying to map things out in a way that makes the most sense.
I think learning about the wintering part of it, like each one is going to be so different, but this one is, what does wintering mean? How does that work? What do we, do we just slow down and stop and just hibernate for the winter? I wasn't sure what that was, so that was interesting for me to learn what it would be.
I said yes to this, because I trust you as the incredible coach and green goddess and woman who understands women, who understands our energy, who's been doing this incredible work personally and for the service of others. So that's one side. It was because of you. And the other side, it was because of what you said and how you made me feel. It was, you encouraged me to bring in the menstrual cycle awareness work that I've been zooming in, and the whole thing of syncing or scheduling my energy, my business flow, my business, according to my menstrual cycle flow of energy. And that felt, it felt very validating and hugely, not only validating, but building me up, because the encouragement that came from you was like, wow, this stuff is really valuable and it matters, and not many people are doing it. So this is something relatively new. And so not only I can bring this for my benefit, but also by sharing me living it and embracing it, I can benefit others. And that was really interesting, because most of the women in the group were older than me, and yet they still benefited from it.
I think it's because it came right at the right time, where I was sort of reflecting and seeing what really were my next steps that I wanted to do. And it was just really a supportive group to be in.